Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Well, hello, everybody. I always hit the wrong one. It happens. What's happening, everybody? It's the end of Monday, February 21st. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to Film Junkee Live. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're a member if you want to become a member. Or the Patreon. It's right there, too, if you want to help out the pirate ship. You know how it is. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Cheers, of course. Got the Monday wine. Went for the white wine today, so cheers, everybody. Some Pinot Grigio, man. All right, who's out there? What's going on, everybody? Okay, how's it going? Higher doubles. We got ourselves, hey, multiverse, right? Multiverse. Well, weekend was good. Weekend was good. It's pretty decent. Can't complain. Cannot complain at all. What's going on, Ryan? Yeah. What a waste of these cameos, huh? I don't know. Has a lot of people talking. We're gonna be talking about it today, so. I don't know. I think it's, it's kind of good that they're talking about something. We'll go over all that stuff. What's going on, Andrew? How you doing? We got Dorian right here. What's going on, Mr. Fear Jason? Niner fan. Hey, Andrew Nathan. Basic member for 10 months. Gotta get that number up, right? What's going on, Mr. Jose? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, doing pretty good. And Cyborg. Suck at warmers, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see if we ever find out who was the stand-in for that. What's going on, Hank? We got Mr. Eric Patterson right here. What's going on, Jesse? We got Joel. Oh, someone toked it up a little bit. That's cool. Cosplayers of the cinematic universe. Pathetic. Yeah, but did you see the costumes they were looking, rocking? Just saying. But we'll talk about that. Don't worry. Hey, what's going on, Isaiah? Good to see her. Hello, darling. Hey, we got Stephanie here, too. How you doing? Let's see. We got Miss Cat right here. How's it going, Cat? All right. And then we got, not this weekend. Got plans for Saturday, so can't do it this weekend. But probably the following weekend we'll do that for sure, So we'll do for that. Let's see. Where's Mama Film Junkie's here? There we go. Hi, Mom. Man, she made some good freaking pork yesterday. We made some burritos, some pork burritos. I loaded mine up. I put the Chipotle to shame, that's for sure. Man, absolutely freaking awesome. Really good stuff. We got Captain Gator, girl. Let this be a lesson to certain people when the ladies in the chat say those are not Henry's legs. Yeah. You guys are pretty keen on certain attributes when it comes to certain actors, I guess you could say. Just recast using all stunt people. Why not? Just kidding. No, we're not going to I don't know if they're going to do that, but hey, they could. They might. You never know. You never know when it's Warner Brothers. First Patreon, been listening for a few months. Glad finally watched live. There you go, man. There you go. Well, I appreciate it there, Juice Boxer. Thanks for the support. What's going on, Mr. Bailey? I saw that you did DM me. I'll DM you back. Sorry, I just being a little scattered today. So yeah, your listener from Indonesia. What's going on? Well, thank you for listening from way over there, man. Saludos. That's right, Carlitos. What's going on? We got Rosemary here. Hi, Rosemary. How's it going? Okay, I think I've said my hi's to everybody. Everybody good? Everybody settle in. Let's get nuts. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Like I said, it's been pretty scattered. I mean, mainly because I'm trying to get my website. Remember, I have a website that I kind of just walked away from not too long ago. And probably about a year or so ago. I just felt like I just couldn't keep up with it. And then I started looking at it again, and then so if you want to go visit it, it's still it's not fully getting back in, but I just want to put everything that I do on there, the short videos, the film Junkee shots, the live streams and the live stream audios, put it all in one little location, and then, just make it easier for everybody to put, one little hub location for everything. So I was messing with that, and then of course daytime job stuff, which wasn't too bad. I wasn't too busy with that, but that's why I was bouncing back and forth when it came to what's going on, Najid? Hey, Casey, good to see you, bud. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to say hi to you. Forgive me, sir. But yeah, so I was doing that kind of stuff today, man. I'm not strong on website stuff, so if you guys know any web designers, I tell you, any web designers, I know, it's WordPress and stuff, it's pretty easy, but I don't know. I'm not too strong when it comes to designing all that stuff. But anyways, guys, all right, let's get this party started. It's Monday, so there's a lot to go over when it comes to catching up on the weekend and all that ish right there. So here we go. Always forget to turn that off. We don't care about Putin in the Ukraine. No, we're not talking about that. Alrighty, guys, here we go. So yeah, I mean, man, I tell you what, the weekend just started with this whole Ezra Miller thing. I tell you, when that showed up, I was like, oh, the perfect image was to use that, and that's why I did a little short video with that kind of creepy music to make Ezra, look evil and deranged, which, he pulls it off nicely. David Ayer, look at this. Don't let anyone who hasn't been in your shoes tell you how to tie your shoes. It's good. It's good advice right there. And I'm sure you guys listened to the Catwoman theme for the Batman. We're a week away, guys. Week away. How exciting is that? It's very exciting. So we're a week away from watching the Batman. If you guys got your fan screening, hopefully you did. Thank you, Jose, Mr. Jose Flores, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that, sir. Every little bit helps. But yeah, that theme is noir as fuck. And hey, follow the science, guys. Oscars to require COVID-19 vaccination for nominees and guests, but not performers and presenters. All right. Okay. Cool. So, I don't know. That makes 0 sense, but fine. A lot of the things that have been happening have not been making any kind of sense. So, there you go. So, only some people require that, and then some people don't. I think it should just be, hey, just whoever just shows up, we're all good, right? Because, narratives change, facts change. So why the fuck are you going to put that out there? Who knows? Follow the science. Anyways, we got Boss Logic here. I guess he said, Gotham, to do the Batman justice and celebrate its release, I've partnered with Warner Brothers on a killer countdown. I mean, obviously, he's got the certain letters capitalized right here, called the Blackout. Starting Monday, all my accounts will be all bat all the time. I'm calling in friends, favors, get hype, and get ready for some sick art. So that's gonna be cool. Boss Logic being one of the most popular artists out there when it comes to this stuff. So I didn't see anything happen today, but maybe I missed or some of that. And speaking of art, we got some art right here from Nick Darrington, I should say. Pretty cool little art right there of Battinson. Gotta love it. And then, of course, we talked about this on the Vox stream. Mr. Brenner right here, David Brenner. He passed away last Friday. So, cheers to him. Obviously, he's edited a lot of big, iconic movies, including Obviously, the ones that we love, of course, when it comes to, Man of Steel and the DCU stuff. So cheers to Mr. Brenner right there. But yeah, Zach posted about that. He was the editor on all 3 movies, on all 3 Zack Snyder movies right there. So Mr. Brenner, may he rest in peace. Sucks, man. Only 59 years old. Still pretty young right there, I tell you. Look at that Robin emblem right there. It's always a sexy one. Yeah, very much. That was from, of course, Batman Forever, before they went with like the Nightwing logo for his chest. And then even James Cameron said, we have lost a very dear member of the Avatar community and Avatar family. David Brenner, an editor extraordinaire on Avatar sequels. So apparently he was in the middle of editing even the Avatar sequels, man. So that sucks. So he was like working with James Cameron on the Avatar sequels right there. So that sucks, man. We lost somebody. Pretty iconic. Good editor right there. We got some more Zoe Kravitz, Selena Kyle stills right there. Looking pretty foxy. I'm not going to lie. Dig the wig. I dig the wig. This is clean. Look at how clean this GIF is right here. I love it when they combine all the Batman stuff, like similar moves and stuff like that. Yeah. I love it when people combine GIFs like that. Gets me excited. And yes, what category would you add to the Oscar nominations? Stunt performing. How many times do we have to say it? It's time that stunt performers get recognized a little bit more when it comes to award season. Okay, they're putting their fucking bodies and lives on the line to make like the actors look good sometimes. So why the hell not? There's Zoe right there, looking good. This is a cool little Restore the Snyderverse poster right here. I like it. From whom it may concern. I like that. We got even Zach right there. That's pretty cool. We got a super clean GIF, of course, Cavill Superman in that beautiful fucking black suit, black and silver suit. It just doesn't get any better than that. And his heat vision too. Come on. Although right there, he looks like he's just high as fuck. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. Then we got the Gotham Gazette right here. Friend or foe in the night skies? Batman more harm than good? Huh? Question marks everywhere. Yeah, so, I mean, even Batman keeps in the shadows because, nowadays everybody has a fucking cell phone strapped to their ass. So, got to be careful when it comes to them taking pictures of you, They're going to recognize that chin. Gosh. Hey, I've seen this one before. This is a rerun, right? Jeff Epstein's associate, Jean-Luc Brunel, found dead in his cell? The cameras were shut off again? What? That's weird, man. That's weird. So while a bunch of people are like trying to still, get people to cancel James Gunn, their mum's the word when it comes on the Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell fucking thing too, right? Yeah, it's like whatever. Pick and choose, I guess. It's not cape shit, so who gives a shit? Anyways, yeah, we've seen that before. My God, so ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, how much coverage did all that stuff get covered? And hardly any. What can you do? Oh, so this got deleted. All right, so somebody deleted that. There was a shot that was coming from the Batgirl set that was from one of the monitors, and you actually saw the cowl from behind. And she was talking to that one dude that was also cast in there. And the cowl looked really good, but apparently that got deleted. Maybe that wasn't supposed to get released. So there you go. And then, of course, we had some fun. If you guys watched the Vodka stream or listened to the Vodka stream, we had some fun before all the craziness when it came to this new Trinity that came out. But yeah, there was like this whole thing right here where we had this pretty fun little discourse right here. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. I chose the wrong one. I was trying to fight for it's the same suit, and I actually clicked on separate. Not like it would have mattered. But yeah, the whole thing was like, is the BVS and Nightmare costume basically the same thing, or is it different? So we had like a nice little fun, discourse when it came to that. I chose the wrong one because I was trying to defend that it was the same. Even though, obviously there's differences, but the base is essentially the same when it comes to the Nightmare bat suit. But yeah, that was pretty fun. Ben was having a lot of fun right here, saying, he's just posting all kinds of stuff. Ben and Steven were going back and forth pretty good on that one. So we had some good times. Good times over the weekend. But then all of a sudden this shit came about, and it was just like, release the gun cut, right? So, yeah, it's pretty funny. Pretty funny, you know. And then, you know, of course, Garza just goes, so now we know that Gunn was trying to restore the Snyderverse? That's wild. I wonder why people are against restoring it. Poking the bear a little bit, as we do sometimes. You know, it's pretty funny. Whatever. You know, don't take it all seriously. Some people take that shit way too seriously. You know how it is. Ugh, it's funny. And yeah, I had fun like adding Cyborg and, of course, Batman, tactical suit Batman, to this image right here. It was fun. I was like, all right, got to put them in there. Got to put the shadows and everything. And so it was fun. Art is fun. Photoshop is fun. Patrick Stewart. He's, you know, he's just being Patrick Stewart. God bless his soul, his heart, that bald head of his, the fact that he hasn't aged in like, I don't know, 30 or 40 years. Patrick Stewart, of course, was making the rounds, doing some press for, I guess, the new Picard series or whatnot. And then, of course, naturally, everybody's going to ask whether that was him or not in the of course, Doctor Strange trailer. And this is what he had to say. This is from Kevin McCarthy TV. He said, before bedtime, I had plenty of communications with friends and some people I hardly knew, making reference to, is that you? I was at home waiting to watch football. How could it possibly be me? Yeah, so he's having fun. He's having fun with it. Patrick Stewart's having fun. I mean, it's kind of hard to like not recognize such a noticeable voice. We've been hearing that voice ever since like what? Star Trek Next Generation's come out. It's kind of hard. And then when you have that little, I mean, obviously he's out of focus, but you could tell it's a bald head. So I just love the fact that Patrick Stewart is having fun with all this right here. So good on him, but come on, Patrick. It's just kind of funny when you put them in the trailer. What are they supposed to say exactly? You know, what are these actors supposed to say? I don't know, but Patrick Stewart's having fun. That's all that matters. Gotta love him. I sure do. Okay. This kid is awesome. Little Logan Winter right here. Look at that. Look at that Battinson bat costume. It's freaking adorable. And he looks like he could kick anybody's ass. I don't know about you guys. I wouldn't want to mess with this kid. He just looks like he's gonna, you know. Yeah. It's a surprise you. I like how the cape, you know, the cape is kind of like, they made it where the cape is not dragging on the floor. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, absolutely adorable. Gotta love that. Yeah, we'll talk about that, of course. We got some Weird Al. Remember? Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe. I totally forgot that he was playing Weird Al. And we got some images from the set right there. And looks pretty awesome to me. I mean, obviously he's got the glasses right there. That's going to help. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I love Weird Al and kind of curious to see what's going on with this biopic. Daniel Radcliffe, crazy. Interesting choice, but yeah, gotta love it. All right, got all that too. This is some pretty cool art right here from the imaginative hobbyist right here. Showing, you know, basically he made the little mural of the Peacemaker cast right there. That was very much like those Justice League posters. And then the Justice League looking at him. It's kind of, you know, I really think this is some beautiful art right here. Regardless of how you feel, it's still pretty cool. You know, I thought that was cool. All right, we got that. This made me laugh. Come on. That's pretty funny. That's funny right there. I don't care what anybody says. That's funny. You know, because we got headless Superman and then shadow silhouette out of focus Superman. That's where Superman is at the moment. It's kind of sad. I know. I get it, guys. But, you know, you have to laugh at it. You have to laugh at it sometimes. It's like, God damn it. Can you just kiss and make up with Mr. Cavill and we'll be okay and let's just move on and make some Superman flicks, huh? This is pretty cool. I like this art right here from also Nick Darrington right there, showing some Batman detective work happening. We'll talk more about that. Here's a Batman Forever from the Batman right here, obviously using that art to the Batman, showing Jim Carrey's Riddler right there. I thought that was cool. Gotta like it. We got some Release the Ayer cut right there, AR cut, rated R. Hopefully it is. So, yeah, people making some cool posters right here. And yeah, guys, okay, so I don't know where it's all standing right now, and maybe you guys can tell me in the chat, but where are we standing on this whole Oscar fan favorite category? I don't know how to look up the results, but for some reason, this Cinderella movie is like beating everybody's ass. It's predicted to be the leading one. I'm like, who the fuck watched this movie? I don't remember anybody talking about this movie or anything, but then again, I know what's-her-name has a huge following, so obviously, it's actually been kind of funny because what I've been seeing recently is, what's-her-name, Camilla, or whatever, Camilla stands, and we got Snyder stands that are, like, battling to try to win this, because obviously, Zack Snyder's Justice League does not qualify, is not eligible for the whole Oscars fan favorite category. Camilla, yeah. It's just those Camilla stands, right? It's just crazy. And she's got like over 10 million followers, so of course. But it's just kind of funny because they're duking it out right now. Two super fandoms that are just on opposite sides of whatever the fuck, trying to win all this stuff. But man, I tell you what, Stan Wars, yeah, you're right. Stan Wars for sure. So sadly, I'm like, but I just do not remember anybody talking about this movie when it came out. Like, nobody talked about it. I don't think it actually went anywhere. But obviously, having someone who's a musician, an artist, being the star of this movie, she's going to have a lot of people backing her up, a pretty good fan base. But, you know, we'll see what happens. But basically, what's happening, guys, make sure you guys go to the website to vote. Make sure you do that. I did that earlier today. And then if you tweet it out, make sure it's a fresh tweet and use like the sweepstakes hashtag, the Oscars fan favorite hashtag, Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead. That's what we got to do right there. Army of the Dead, because Army of the Dead is eligible when it comes to this little contest, I guess you could say, because, yeah, sadly, Zack Snyder's Justice League isn't. I don't know what. I mean, yeah, obviously it wasn't released in theaters. That's ridiculous. I blame Warner Brothers, as always. Always blame Warner Brothers. Those bastards. Anyways, yeah, we'll talk about that. Here's another little fan poster for the Batman. Oh, man, we're a week away. I cannot wait. Some more art for the Batman right there. That looks pretty. Brain is full of shit posts, yes. I like it. And then we got a Japanese banner right here for the Batman, which looks really cool. And we'll talk about that, of course. This is a freaking awesome shot right here of Mr. Battinson. We got some behind the scenes of Ghostbusters Afterlife with Olivia Wilde as Gozer. And, of course, Mr. Finn right there. They're having a fun time. This made me laugh. R2-D2 upgrade when he can't take C-3PO complaining anymore. Super R2-D2 right there. That's all he needs. Just put him in like a big, huge body like that. It'd be fine. This is awesome right here. During the Olympics, this woman right here, I forgot what her name was, so I apologize, but she did her whole bit with Zack Snyder's Justice League music. So obviously you recognize that song, or, you know, during the whole Barry and Iris thing, and then she breaks out into full-on Wonder Woman right here. Oh, shit. Sorry, I forgot to turn on that. Hold on. So, yeah, basically, now you can hear it. There it is, and then, yes. So awesome. Okay, I can only show so much because China's going to, like, totally dive bomb my live stream. That's what's going to happen. You can't show anything from over there. Hey, look at me go. I'm angry and I'm hunting. So, yeah, it's really cool, right? So yeah, thank you, Mr. Fear Jason, for making this right here. I think this fits my face a little bit more than some of the other ones, more than the Bale versions. But yeah, there you go. So all I got to do is just kind of grow my hair a little bit, kind of comb it over, and there you go. Look like a badass bat fleck right there. So it's good stuff. And then Rob says some he says some good stuff about Matt Reeves right here.
To see, knowing that Matt Reeves, like, he's been on it for like 5 years.
Oh man, poor Matt.
Is it me, or did Robert Pattinson just like wake up from a nap where he was sleeping on this side? It's like his hair is just poof right there. It's like he was sleeping on that side, but that's Robbie Pat. But yeah, they say some good things about Matt Reeves, but they say they're concerned about him because he's been working on the Batman for like 4 or 5 years. So And then we got Mr. Joe right here that's teasing some possible what? Nick Cage Superman? Are we going to get some of this, huh? We got the Batman 89 going on. Are we going to get some Nick Cage Superman coming up in a freaking in a book? That'd be pretty sweet. I would love that. This made me laugh. Zack and Deborah Snyder's neighbors as they shot the Wayne T. Carr's Green Lantern in their driveway. I thought that was hilarious. Made me laugh. Yeah, a bunch of green light just coming through right there. Mr. Bailey, good job on this poster right here from the lighthouse. Beautiful, and this is also beautiful too. Look at this with all three Spider-Men right here. Toby, Tom, and Andrew. Would gladly have that on my wall. Yeah, definitely would. And then SFX magazine, but hey, when you have Batman covering the F, I just see sex. I don't know about you. I mean, anytime that I see anything from the Batman, I just think, oh, that's pure sex. So I think that actually works. It looks like it just flat out says sex. Yeah, it's 100% that, right? And yeah, there was like also a behind the scenes. There was a behind the scenes little featurette that showed up today too. That shows the dome or whatever the hell it's called. The whatchamacallit? I totally drawn a blank, but you know the screens out there. What's it called? Somebody tell me what it's called. Not the dome, but the goddamn, I can't remember what it's called. But you kind of see like no green screen, all screens. Yeah. Looks actually beautiful. And that's what ZACK is going to be used. Yeah, those LED screens. But I forgot what it's called. The volume. There you go. The volume tech. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Lane. That's what ZACK's going to be using for Rebel Moon. So that's going to be pretty damn exciting. This is an awesome poster right here. I love it. How that's making a bat right there. So beautiful. So beautiful. When it comes to the Batgirl production crew, I was seen actually at the Glasgow Cathedral, for a funeral scene, so I'm guessing, yeah, Mrs. Gordon, I should say, is probably, yeah, that's probably what that's for. This is a pretty cool fan-made Obi-Wan Kenobi poster right here. Look at that. Beautiful. Goddamn. Sometimes people just make better posters than the actual goddamn studios. It's insane. And yes, guys, apparently this has been going around in here. The Batman will be screening for fans this week as soon as the 24th. If you're planning on to mute stuff or go dark for a bit, you might want to start now. So yeah, next 2 weeks are going to be like, we're going to be like Neo in the Matrix, dodging bullets, man. Just got to be dodging bullets, so you got to watch out. There's going to be some more people out there that are going to be in the know when it comes to Batman. The Batman Imposter HC hits the shelves this week. I got to catch up. I've read the first episode of Batman Imposter, and it was pretty damn awesome. I have the second issue that I need to read, but this little story right here, Batman Imposter, really good. If you haven't picked it up yet, it is dark. It is gritty. It's a 3-year Batman so far, and yeah, it's the first issue, man, got me going. That's for sure. So I got to make sure I catch up on the first 3 books right there. So cool Kill Bill poster right there. Love that. Good stuff. And yeah, apparently, according to Marvelous Facts, Hugh Jackman was supposed to cameo as Wolverine in Spider-Man. Jackman actually showed up in New York to film the scene, but it was scrapped when the crew couldn't get access to the Wolverine costume from X-Men. Yeah, because Sony, Fox, yeah, different rights to whatever. Why did they need a costume? Why did they need a costume for Logan? I mean, there's plenty of times where he wasn't in that costume. I guess they really just wanted it to be legit and have him in that costume, but they could have just not filmed it, just, you know, a jeans and a goddamn wife beater. That's all you had to need. That's all he needed. But I don't know. I think that would it have worked? I don't know. Who knows? Textless poster right here of the Batman, which looks really cool. I love how the bats are making that question mark. God damn, it's all good looking. All good. And then Jeff Conway here. I love how he tweeted this out since Army of the Dead was trending. He had his little Forbes interview where he said, I see Zack Snyder is trending on Twitter right now, so it's a great time to share my Zack Snyder and Deborah Snyder October 2021 Forbes interview again about Snyderverse fans, Army of the Dead, and so much more. It's a good article. I remember when that came out. Read it. It's good. It's good stuff. So, anyway, so there are the tweets right there. Let's go ahead and talk about the main topic, which is what everybody was talking about over the weekend, which was James Gunn's Trinity. That's right. I know there's some people that hear that and they're like, ugh, don't even say that. James Gunn Trinity. Well, it is. It is. We obviously we all saw the Peacemaker. We saw the Peacemaker finale, and yes, the Justice League showed up, but they were just missing a couple of Justice League members, and it seemed a little bit weird. Even a lot of people were like, okay, so no Batman, no Cyborg, that's interesting. And it's just funny because when that happened, man, timeline just, of course, went to anger, which you got to love. And then it's funny, too, because once we found out on Saturday that, yes, Batman and Cyborg were included, it's just kind of funny because when fanboys and girls get upset about the stuff that they love, man, they just hate the people involved, especially the director and, of course, the studio. And, I mean, obviously, it was just like a lot of stuff that was thrown at James Gunn. How dare you? Why would you not have Cyborg or Batman and blah, blah, blah. And then it turns out, hey, guess what? James Gunn tried to get the full everybody there. He wanted to have Cyborg and Batman. I mean, obviously they couldn't, when it came to certain actors and things, probably just couldn't happen. But yet, when it came to Jason Momoa, when they pitched the idea to Jason Momoa, according to James Gunn, he said that they were kind of worried that he wasn't going to be down for it, but then he laughed and said, cool, he's down for it. So, I mean, Jason Momoa was down for it. And then when it came to Ezra, they weren't, of course, filming in the same location. Apparently, when it came to Ezra, they shot it on a Disney lot for Guardians of the Galaxy. So that was kind of interesting. But Ezra apparently is a fan of James Gunn, so he must be canceled. Then he was just like, yeah, I'll be involved with it, which was kind of cool, which is cool because when it comes to the DCEU and Ezra Miller, guy's dedicated. He's really all about this character. You know, and that's why when it comes to the whole discourse, when it comes to the Flash movie, and I'm not trying to like convince anybody to be like, no, you gotta support the Flash, man. You guys, no, but I mean, I get it, totally get it with all the mess that's happened behind the scenes. I know, but when it comes to Ezra, the man loves the Flash character. He loves Barry. He wants to play him for who knows how long. He's put a lot of work into the Flash movie because obviously he was working with the script, working with Grant Morrison, working with Andy Muschietti and any director that was before him probably, and just trying to get this script going. And I mean that's one of the reasons why it's like I can't just be like I'm totally not gonna see it. Fuck that movie and whatever the hell. I just want to see what Ezra Miller is going to give us because he's very much been involved in the process of trying to get this story out there, you know? So that's why I'm like, and the fact that he's been in, you know, he's cameoed in the Suicide Squad, he cameoed on CW, and now he cameoed in Peacemaker, just shows you that the guy is pretty dedicated to the role. So, I mean, that's the thing. That's just me right there. You know, and I know that when it comes to all the discourse, it gets pretty annoying. It gets thrown at me a lot. I mean, to the point where I'm not even going to use hashtags anymore because they're used as weapons now. I don't know why that all of a sudden became a thing. It's like I can very much be in support of Ray Fisher, and then I could be in support of Ezra Miller over here as well. And it's just going to be interesting to see what happens this year when it comes to all that, especially with Ezra posting stuff on Instagram. I'm really curious to see what happens when it comes to a lot of that stuff because I think, it's going to throw people for a loop sometimes. And I think, just like the whole, when everybody was like, how could James Gunn not include Batman or Cyborg? Fuck that guy, and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden it's just like, he was like, it was Warner Brothers. I wanted them in there. And then there's like, some people just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So, but yeah, it's just, yeah, it's all crazy, but it's all just, who really cares? They hashtag weapons. I mean, that's the thing. It's like now the I Stand with Ray Fisher hashtag has been, weaponized for some people. Like, it's gotten thrown at me and it's just like, all right, well then I just won't use it. I guess if you guys going to gatekeep that hashtag, that's fine. But one of the things that when it comes, I mean, even like all jokes aside, like especially when Garza said that joke about James Gunn saying, apparently he was trying to restore the Snyderverse. Well, I mean, we got to look at some of this stuff too. I mean, it's like, first off, you had 2 people come back that were part of Zack Snyder's Justice League that were down to do this. And then when you look at the costumes, I mean, I had people in my DMs that were trying to say that it was actually Supergirl. It definitely is, and that's why whoever said that in the chat before, where it's like, yeah, just everybody knows that Henry Cavill has, like, I guess, thick, juicy thighs. So yeah. I mean, the dude who stood in for Cavill, yes, maybe he needs to do a little bit more squats before he thinks about, getting into a Superman costume again, because let's face it, Cavill just, we've all seen the thighs. But, there's people that were honestly going, it's Supergirl, they're already changing shit. And then we find out that's not the case. It's just so funny when things get revealed. It's like, and some people just don't want to like go, oh, well, I was wrong. Again, it's not hard to say, I was wrong. I've said it before. It's pretty easy. Just be like, oh, I was wrong. That's all. That's all I got to say. But anyways, let's get to know this little Trinity right here when it comes to the Peacemaker. So first off, we have Kimberly. Kimberly right here. Vonneberg. I don't know. She's from British Columbia, Vancouver. And obviously we got this image right here first of her posting that the fact that she was in Wonder Woman. Anybody looking at the Wonder Woman costume? Anybody notice anything? It's definitely not the Wonder Woman 80 whatever costume. 84. There you go. 84. It is definitely the Zack Snyder costume, because it's not all bright red. So, I mean, I'm just trying to be glasses half full here, guys. So we got that. And, I mean, she hasn't really done much. You go to her Instagram, looking good in a bikini right there, of course. She does some performing. She hasn't really done much. If you look at her IMDb, she's mainly right here. This is it. Stunts. She did some uncredited stunts for Sonic the Hedgehog, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and she was in a short film. And then, of course, she was a Wonder Woman stand-in. So there's our Wonder Woman right there. Not too shabby. And then, of course, we have this handsome devil right here, Mr. Tuna Fish, Mr. Tim Fisher, I guess that's what his name is, who posted this right here, and this is what caused the more of the shitstorm. And I just wish he took a better picture, because, yeah, his pictures were not as clear as the other two. So that's why when you look at the thumbnail, he's a little bit more blurry than the other two, that's for sure. So he posted this right here, and this is what started the whole craziness right here. Apparently, this guy is a model and an actor. Here's his website right here. It's Matt, not Fisher, Turner. Sorry. Matt Turner. I actually worked with a guy named that. Anyways, so Matt Turner right here. Now, I'm not going to scroll down because apparently, and if you guys want to check it out, MattTurnerModel.com. Yes, he does have an image down there that shows his naked ass. So go ahead and have at it if you want to check that out. But here's his stats right here. Not quite as tall as Batfleck. Not quite as stocky as Batfleck. But this is the guy right here. Yeah. Hasn't really done too much. Mainly done modeling. So, yeah, he's more of a model guy right there. Yeah. And then we got this handsome devil right here who stood in for Superman. Mr. Brad Abramenko, who's also from Vancouver, British Columbia, or like, I guess that's where they shot it. That's not where they're from. That's where they shot it, of course, location and whatnot. And a lot of people are going like, holy shit, that's a handsome devil. And he is. He looks like a Superman. But again, we must say, I mean, it is kind of funny too, because when I see the discourse back and forth when it comes to all this on the timeline, some people are like, well, I mean, obviously he looks like Henry Cavill. I'm like, well, yeah, but also Henry Cavill looks like Superman. So naturally, I mean, it's like, when I always see like, well, I mean, jeez, the stand-in looks like Henry Cavill. I'm like, well, no, the stand-in looks like Superman, and Henry Cavill really looks like Superman. So it's a really bad argument when I see that. When I see like people trying to defend it, I'm like, yeah, Cavill just looks like, anytime I see Henry Cavill, I go, that's fucking Superman, So, but anyways, handsome devil. But like I said in my little short video about this, Yeah, you could see the off-centered emblem right here. Yeah, you could see that it's not quite centered right to the little chrome abs right there. Which, yeah, if you look at the reshoots of Justice, same thing. And I'm like, how has nobody fixed that? Can we fix that? So that was kind of like, yeah, gross. But yeah, there's this guy right here. He hasn't really done too much either, but it's kind of funny because the last things that he's been credited for are Peacemaker, Batwoman, and The Flash. So he's been all around like DC. And hey, maybe he's gonna get more roles right there. But of course, he wasn't ever. He was like a fisherman and a guard when it came to playing roles in those shows right there. So there you go. There you go. Yeah. They use the Joss Whedon costume because Henry has... Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. And it just fits him better. So, yeah. There it is. There's the Peacemaker Trinity right there. You know, maybe that'll help him get some more work. But, I mean, if I want to be the optimistic one here, I mean, I don't care what anybody says. James and ZACK are friends. Am I saying they're besties and they're constantly texting each other and hanging out all the time? No, but they're friends. Okay. And as much as, you know, they couldn't get all the actors, you know, they were very, you know, James Gunn was like, I want to have the Justice League and I want to have those versions and those costumes and whatever the fuck. It wasn't anything new. Wasn't anything changed or different. And, yeah. So, I mean, we could look at it like, hey, something. I don't know. I'm trying to be... All I know is that the Cyborg stand-in should probably not say anything. And I don't think he's probably told not to say anything, which kind of sucks that he can't just come out and be like, yep, I was the Cyborg stand-in. He can't say anything because that's just going to blow up like crazy. That's going to cause more of things, which, yeah... I was kind of going, are we gonna get a post from the Cyborg stand-in? But yeah, Warner Brothers was like, don't do it. Which I was like, yeah, that kind of sucks that guy's not gonna get some recognition. He should. I think he should just post. Why not? Who cares, right? You know, just say,
yeah, second Warner Brothers,
and you know, post it. Let's see who was standing in for. Let's see who was standing in for Cyborg. I kind of want to know. But of course, you know, Ray Fisher posted about, you know, especially, again, Warner Brothers, you know, just be careful when you're posting stuff about, I mean, they posted about Black History Month and they posted Deadshot, Bloodsport, and Black Canary, and then another shot of just Black History Month. And, you know, obviously everybody jumped on that. And then, of course, even Ray Fisher jumped on it and said, like, hey, or, you know, you could apologize for the stupid, you know, shit that you guys did. You know, some of the racist shit that you fucking did, you know, that I kind of called you out on. Maybe I could get an apology for that. So, I mean, good on him. It was cool. I was wondering if Ray Fisher was going to say something. It was kind of a question. And like, after we found out that Batman and Cyborg were supposed to be in that shot, it's like, okay, where's Fisher at? And sure enough, he struck at the right moment, which was when Warner Brothers was trying to be like, hey, look at us. Oh, it's all so funny. Gotta love it. Now, Gal Gadot. Now, this probably means nothing, and who knows, but, you know, with everything that was coming out over the weekend, it was just kind of like, and, you know, it was a relatively slow news day today, surprisingly, for a Monday. But, I mean, I'm sure you guys saw the post right here where she just randomly posted this yesterday. All right. Oh, no, this was on Saturday, actually. Where she said, so much drama, ... exclamation point, fire, sunglasses, Wonder Woman behind the scenes. So she posted this right here, looking as gorgeous as always. And the shot right there is, of course, the final act in Wonder Woman. And, you know, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting because we all know that they changed the final battle between Wonder Woman and Ares. We know that they dicked with it. Mr. Jeff Johnson, you know, Mr. Guy in the ball cap had something to do with it. I mean, if we remember this right here, here's the Patty Jenkins talking about it. Sci-Fi. This is in December 30th of 2020 right here. And her quotes right here when she was talking about, let's see, appearing on she was on Mark Maron's podcast. The writer-director revealed that the big CGI climax with militant deity Ares, played by, of course, David Toulis, at the end of the first Wonder Woman was done at the behest of Warner Brothers. And this is her quote right here. That was the only thing that the studio forced my hand on, was that it was not supposed to be. It was supposed to be like that he never turns into Ares. The whole point of the movie was that you get there to the big monster and he's just standing there looking at you and saying, I didn't do anything, she said. And then the studio kept saying, okay, we'll let you do that, but then we'll see. And then I could feel it creeping up. And then at the last minute, they were like, you know what? We want Ares to show up. And I was like, God damn it. We don't have enough time to do that now. They said, no, you've got to do it. So basically saying like, no, we don't want to see Ares in his full form. Oh yeah, then we do. But of course, when it came to like concepts and stuff, which we saw, he was supposed to be a lot bigger. It was going to be some craziness that was happening when it came to that battle between Wonder Woman and Ares right there. So it was going to be a little bit better. And that's why when you watch that final act, that final battle, it's a little jarring. It's a little, kind of gets a little messy, and you could just hear from Jenkins right there. This is why when I've seen the fandom throw her under the bus, it's like, well, she got kind of effed over too with her movie a little bit. It's like, hey, release the Jenkins cut. It's like she kind of suffered a little bit with that too, because she really wanted that little final battle. And then there was something else too that even Gal said on a podcast, which let's see if I can find it here. I should have had it queued up. That she brought up, that actually Steven actually found, that she talked about when it came to the final battle and changes and stuff like that. If I could find it here. I'm scrolling. Should have had it queued up. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'll be able to find it. Probably not. If I don't find it right now, no. Doesn't look like I'm... Oh, there it is. All right. So this is what she had to say right here when she was on...
How you feel?
Awards Chatter. I guess that's what it was called right here. But this is what Gal said. It was on the THR Awards Chatter.
I care so much how you feel that until this doesn't sink in,
right.
Like, let's talk about it in a few days when you're like, when everything
is...
any
CGI or anything in there
nothing,
yet?
Nothing.
That would be
temp
extra
music,
weird.
temp CGI, temp this. We changed the third act, like everything.
Change the third act right there. So, just mentioning stuff. So it makes you kind of wonder what could have been, right? But Warner Brothers, those guys. What can you do, though? Why are you hiding the goods from us? What goods? What are you talking about? I'm not hiding anything. Not at all. Not hiding anything. But, yeah, so there you go. That's, she said that with THR. So we know for a fact that, yes, the third act, the final battle got changed. I mean, it didn't really affect it that much. I mean, luckily, yeah, you could see it's the weaker acts because the first two are great. You can see it's weaker, but at the same time, you can still watch the movie from start to finish and be satisfied. They didn't F with it that much. Not like some of the other movies, Jeez. But there you go. So, I don't know what Gal meant. Of course, there are certain people that are saying that she flat out just said, that everything is being restored right now. And then, of course, you have people that are just like, it's whatever, But I don't know what she was meaning by it. But, hey, she threw that out there. Who knows what it is. She's now doing the cryptic thing. Why not? Take a page out of Zack Snyder's book. Sounds like it. Anyways. And then speaking of another movie that got fucked with by Warner Brothers, we have, of course, the Ayer cut, and we have a new image from that somebody posted, which is a wedding dress that, right there. This was making the rounds over the weekend too. It's this new photo of Harley Quinn with her wedding dress. Someone who worked on the production of the film said that the Suicide Squad keeps many secrets hidden within David Ayer's cut. Yes, so there you go. We had a wedding dress for Harley Quinn right there, which of course she looks hot, 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 right there. And then we had Scott Eastwood talking to The Insider. Eastwood felt as though he was finally gaining traction, but the role didn't play out as expected. His Suicide Squad character got limited screen time and was a background player among the star-studded cast. Quote, I have talked to David. I know my character got a lot more love in the Ayer cut, Eastwood said, referring to the now infamous version of the movie that was never released. So even Scott Eastwood said the Ayer cut. Remember when we all thought he was Dick? Remember that? I thought that was fun. I thought it would have been cool if that was a little twist. A lot of us were like, well, before like we found out that ZACK really wanted, that he wanted the dead Robin to be Dick. I just thought, well, a lot of us were theorizing that maybe he's Dick Grayson and he's infiltrating, Task Force X. That would have been kind of cool. Scott Eastwood, I could see him being a Dick Grayson. Maybe, I don't know. There was that theory before the movies came out that there was a possibility that he was playing Dick Grayson, Agent Grayson or whatever the hell, it's just like, maybe doing something like that. I don't know. But there was a lot of theories when that was happening way back then, which was 5 years ago, 6 years ago, that was possibly the case. And he also said too, that he listened to his dad when he said I think they actually offered him a role for the sequel for the Suicide Squad, but he's passed that up because his dad said, don't do sequels or something like that. There was another article about that. But anyways, Scott Eastwood also mentioning the Ayer cut and the fact that his character also got cut down to size, which sucks. Time to release it. I think it'll happen. Don't worry. It will. Things still keep coming out about it. I think it's a very good possibility that damn movie's going to be coming out. It'll cost, it's not going to cost much at all. These idiots, I tell you. Release the Ayer cut, please. Box office. All right. So we were kind of wondering when it came to box office. Obviously Uncharted came out and so did Dog. I don't know why they came out in the same weekend. I totally was like, oh yeah, that Dog movie came out too? Did anybody go see it? Not many, apparently. And it must be super hard to make those movies with a dog. But box office is showing that it looks like Sony does in fact have another kind of a hit franchise on their hands with Tom Holland. We were all kind of wondering, can Tom Holland lead another franchise, not being Spider-Man? And apparently, people showed up to the movie theater. So domestically, it made $51 million, and internationally, it made $88 million for $139 million. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I didn't think it was going to make that much. I thought, this movie might flop big time. But, I don't know what the budget was. That's always a factor. But, yeah. Obviously, there was a little bit of help. Obviously, Mark Wahlberg was... he's a bit of a name, so he's going to help too. But, it's still very much a Tom Holland led movie. So there you go. Not too shabby. I just wonder what the budget was when it came to this movie. So, but yeah, Dog came in second, $18 million. I can't imagine this movie cost that much. So I'm sure it's a good movie. It's probably a feel-good movie. I don't know. But then, yeah, Tom Holland's in the top three right here because Spider-Man No Way Home is still running pretty strong. Still number 3 at $1.8 billion still. So not going to quite reach that $2 billion mark. But, yeah, because of China. And then, of course, we have Death on the Nile, number 4 at 76, which is decent. And then Jackass Forever, which is reaching almost $61 million right there worldwide. So not too shabby. This coming weekend... there's not really anything new. There's that movie with Peter Dinklage that I'm like, I'm actually going to go see. Obviously, I'm a huge Foo Fighters fan, so the Foo Fighters movie comes out this weekend, Studio 666. I plan on seeing it on Saturday. That's a movie I'm seeing with friends. On Saturday, we're all going. We're going to go see that, and I can't wait for that because, obviously being a Foo Fighters fan, Dave Grohl fan, so that's what I'll be seeing this weekend. Okay, Lane, do you want to get banned? You better recognize, man. I see it right there. I felt a disturbance in the force, and I saw your message right there. I'm just saying, watch him, Jose. Watch him. Okay, Watch him. Aaron, where have you been? Yes, there's a Foo Fighters movie. Watch the trailer. Studio 666. Come on. Yeah. It's going to be great. Ah, jeez. I didn't mean for you to do it, Jose. Good Lord. Oh, man. Well, he's putting time out. Well, that's what you get when you talk about the Foo Fighters. When you say they suck, things happen. Okay? Okay. Alrighty. That's funny. He totally put him in timeout. Oh, Jose, you have too much power. Too much power. All right, let's go to the Twitter questions. Let's see what's happening there. Let's see. Going live. Where am I at? Here we go. Right here. All right, let's go to the Twitter questions. Let's see. All right. Mr. Eric Blake, hot take. Dave, Batfleck being cut from the cameo scene's actually an accidental blessing. Think about how soon after each other the 5 films of ZACK's arc are set. Zack Snyder's Justice League 1, 2, and 3 are all during Lois's pregnancy. Plus, how long was Bloodsport in prison for shooting Supes? I don't know. There needs to be like a little flow chart. So the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker only work in the Snyderverse friendly timeline if they're set after the defeat of Darkseid. In other words, by the time of Peacemaker, Batfleck is kind of dead, so he shouldn't be there. What say you? Well, there's no mention of Darkseid. To me, it's just in another multiverse. That's the way I just kind of looked at it. I just kind of look at it as like in a different multiverse. You know, it's like, even though it's a different multiverse, people could still look the same. You know, variants can still look like each other kind of thing. But sometimes they'll look different. All right. Soups Kenobi. Kilts is out. Kilts? Kylar, I think you mean. Is out. So is Sarnoff. Hopefully, Emmerich's contract expires this November. Yeah, he's definitely out. So that leaves Hamada. Seeing as Emmerich brought Hamada over from New Line, both were colleagues, and with all the controversies around him, once Emmerich is out, Hamada may be removed or just demoted. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, it'll be nice to hear that cocksucker gets outed. Edward, hey Dave, so I gotta ask, why do you think Warner Brothers decided to cut out the doubles for Batman and Cyborg for the Peacemaker finale? I think it's kind of obvious why they cut out Cyborg. It's pretty obvious, especially since Ray Fisher is still pressing them a little bit, and that's still a thing. So they probably were like, that's probably not a good idea. When it comes to Batman, I don't know if it's just because we have a Batman that's coming out in a week. And then we got 2 more Batmen that are going to be showing up in November. I don't know. That's my guess. That's my guess because especially since they have a Batman that's coming out in a week, they probably didn't want to have that in there. To confuse people. Who knows? Bert's. Dave, how nice would it be if Snyder, Gunn, Muschietti, and Wan could all coexist in the DCU? Why, Warner Brothers? Why? I know. They easily could. They probably all would get along. We all know that they would get along. That's for sure. But then again, sometimes fans don't even want that, which is sad. Cooper Knox, on the subject of high-profile directors giving their hot takes on comic book movies, when Michael Bay is asked what his opinion about CBMs are, get ready for the entire internet to explode. To explode like a Michael Bay explosion, yes. Probably with fireworks shooting out, some hot girl with her titties bouncing, That's the way he likes to do it, right? And you see like a Budweiser truck over here, Jeez, that's the way Michael Bay shoots like one of those explosions, right? You got to have big, huge explosion, which looks like fireworks coming out of it, and then some boobies bouncing, and then, yeah. That's how you, the internet will explode just like that. That's right. You like that description? I do. Carrie, hey Dave, I'm on a Bourne movie rewatch kick lately. There's some of my favorite action spy films. My fave is Supremacy, but I also like Legacy with Renner and Jason Bourne, the 5th film, even though they're weaker. What's your favorite of the franchise? I would say I'm right there with you with Supremacy. The first one, is also really good. I mean, they're all pretty good. The Renner one is different, but I liked it. And then, of course, the fifth one, I mean, you have Miss Vikander in that movie, so that helps. But, you know, they're all pretty good. But I would say Supremacy is, I'm right there with you with the for it being my favorite one. Dorian, Dave, the reason I think they didn't include Batfleck and Peacemaker was so it wouldn't confuse the general audience and they think it's Pattinson. That's what I was just saying. So there you go. Yeah. So other people think that too. I haven't seen anyone bring that up. Yeah, I just watched that right now. I was just saying that right now. So Michael, I had a few ideas for some questions, and this is what I settled on. What are your expectations for the Batman, and do you think it will be the best solo Batman film to date? See, that's a good question because I talked about this. I've talked about this with a couple of people. I'm full on ready to say that The Batman could be the best Batman film to date. I'm ready to fucking say that. I don't know. I'm sure other people are ready to do that too. It's going to be interesting because, yeah, when this all comes out and when people start saying it's the best Batman movie, it's the best Batman, there's going to be a lot of discourse with it because, you know how it is in fandoms. But I'm fully ready to say that the Batman could very well be the best Batman movie ever. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Best movie since, yeah. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But I'm going in with, I'm going to critique it like I do every movie. Chunky Dickster, when are you going to ask Zach to come back on the Vodka stream again? It's been a while. What makes you think I have not? Second thought, you should try to get James Gunn. Yeah, what makes you think I have not tried? Andrew Nathan, hey Dave, pretty sweet thing happened to my bro the other day. He met Eric Newman, and they had a discussion about Rebel Moon and Snyder. Hopefully he gets to work as a PA on the films. That'd be pretty sweet. It's always good to meet somebody who's like, working in that industry and having a good conversation. Dave, here's a thought. I don't know if you talked about this, but Jensen Ackles' DC project is most likely Gotham Knights. Thoughts? I really hope it's not. I really hope it's not Gotham Knights. I hope it's something else. I could see him maybe being a Booster Gold. I could see Mr. Ackles, whatever you say his name. I always say it. I could see him being a Booster Gold, maybe. I don't know. But I really hope it's not Gotham Knights. If it ends up being a Gotham Knights, it's going to be kind of like let's just bust it out again. I don't want it to be Gotham Knights. It's CW, man. I mean, I know it's not all, it's not like everything's crap on there. I know Superman and Lois is pretty good, but I don't have faith in Gotham Knights. I just don't. So hopefully it's not that. But I guess we'll see what happens. Anyways. All right, guys. There you go. That is Monday's Film Junkie Live. All right. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up before you leave. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me right here. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up. Hey, visit the website. It's not fully up and running again, but I did change it up. I started adding some things in there, so I'll be adding the live streams in there with the podcast, with the audio stuff. So it's all going to be in one spot. Bookmark it if you want to do that. filmjunkie.com. I still have to work on some things. I know, some website things that I still got to work on. So I'll lift it up a little bit more, and hopefully I can jazz it up a little bit better. So check it out, bookmark it. I'll be putting everything on the website finally now. One hub for everything. Make sure if you want to become a member, hit the join button. And then, of course, you got Patreon right there if you want to help out that pirate ship, all that stuff. And then, of course, the Film Junkie Closet down below for merchandise. All right, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Same junkie time, same junkie channel. Bye-bye.